everybody, it's your girl, PJamma, with PJammalyfe. And today, we have some really interesting things for us to talk about. We have the movie Kimi on HBO Max. We have DMZ on HBO Max, starring our favorite Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson, and Outer Limits on Amazon Prime. So, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves and then we'll get started. Outer Range. What did I say? Outer Limits? Outer Range. It was out of something for me. Okay, David, say hey to the people.
Hello, everybody. Now, listen, we're not exactly talking Mai Tais and Yahtzees, but we're ready for these shows, so let's get out here and do it. Do you know where that quote comes from? You'll be hearing some goofy things throughout the show from me, but what's different?
Okay. Pat, there you are. Say hey to the people.
Hey, everybody. Got some interesting stuff to see this week. It'll be a great talk.
Yeah, I think so. And okay, so why don't we start off with Zoe Kravitz, agoraphobia flick, Kimi.
We have actual people analyzing Kimi requests so we can continually update our understanding of how you communicate.
Kimi,
I'm here.
open yesterday's stream on desktop.
Hey, hot mess.
What's a freak tab D2626 request?
Why?
Because I heard something bad.
I'm here.
Okay, Patrick, why don't you start off with what you thought about Kimi?
Well, this has almost become its own movie genre. I mean, there's so many movies that have redone Rear Window at this point. There's even a parody movie of it now. It wasn't bad. It was an interesting take using the social media or the smart home apps as the window into other people's houses and lives. Which I've got a lot of smart home things in my house, and my wife loathes them, and I think it's cool being able to just turn stuff on my voice. But it was an interesting take on how you're giving up a little bit of your privacy, really, every time you have one of those things in your house listening to you. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was kind of it was nothing new. It was a minor modification of a great Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Okay, David, what did you think?
Well, one, I really enjoyed it. Rear Window, one of my favorite. We did a top 3 movies, I think, once. Rear Window certainly is in my top 10. I thought that was a brilliant film. So taking that kind of story and putting it into a future and changing things around here, I thought was really well done. Very creative. I think with some of the social media and how we leave our footprint and who's listening to us and watching us, I can't go to a website without seeing something pop up as an odd ad. I can't even talk about certain things around computers without it popping up. I'd love for us to be able to put the bunny back in that box, second quote, but we can't. But as a film, can't deal with social issues tonight. As a film, this was a real enjoyable thriller. Big win.
I enjoyed it. I love Steven Soderbergh movies. They're quiet. The pacing is not, an action kind of movie, kind of traditional action kind of movie. He had a little more action in this one than I've seen since what was that with Jennifer Lopez and George Clooney, that movie. But I think it was okay. I think it definitely was a palate cleanser after some of the other things that we watched. So, yeah, I think it's something that, and it's only an hour and 34 minutes or something like that. So it's not something that if you don't like it, it's not going to keep you engaged with it for a long time. So definitely a nice Saturday afternoon flick. something that you can watch and enjoy it for what it is. It does bring up the issues of our privacy and how much privacy we're giving up for convenience. And also it had a little bit to do with the pandemic as well, as people who maybe have some anxiety based disorders or other mental health struggles maybe had more of those struggles during the pandemic, which we're just now finding out people more and more are having these issues. So it was a good take on that as well. So definitely you might want to check out Kimi. Are you there? All right, so let's go on to our next one with Ahsoka herself, DMZ.
I'm separated from my family too.
You know where they are?
There. I think.
For real?
I've looked everywhere else. In both countries. And Manhattan is the only place I haven't been able to get into until you.
You don't know what you're in for.
I know that my son might be in there. I'd rather be stuck in an active war zone than be out here wishing I could look for him. You're getting me in there tonight.
David, as our Star Wars guru and another Star Wars character in here, talk about what you thought about DMZ, as dystopian view of America in the future.
Yes. Well, I really liked Rosario Dawson, the story. I'm just not in a bleak mood. I'm sorry, boss. This dystopian thing, not my thing this time around. It didn't grab me. I will say this. We'll get into more of these Star Wars things next week. But the Ahsoka, as great as Rosario Dawson has been in bringing this character into the 3D world, you got to give it up for Ashley Eckstein, a native Louisvillian like myself, who did the voice for so long on Clone Wars. That'll always be Ahsoka to me.
Yep.
I was willing to give it a try. Rosario's good, but the story's just too bleak for me. Got to pass.
Too bleak?
Too
Is
bleak.
that what you said?
Too bleak. Oblique, too bleak.
Yeah. Oblique and too bleak. Hey, Pat, what'd you think?
I only got to see 2 episodes of it, so I didn't get the full thing, but I thought the pacing was decent. I was interested, which is better than a lot of the things we've watched recently. It was engaging enough to make me want to watch it. I got through 2 episodes of it, and it was good. I thought it was decent. It was nothing groundbreaking. There were no standout performances. Everybody was just doing their job, and it wasn't bad. Like I said, it's just, it'd be like a 6. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It was enough to keep me focused on it. I didn't, oh my God, I got to watch 2 more episodes of this. But
right.
So this was good. It was decent. It wasn't great. It was decent.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was only 4 episodes, so it wasn't stretched out to a bunch of episodes. And I think the story was kind of a typical kind of dystopian view of what the world could look like if we're not careful, kind of cautionary tale kind of thing, and some metaphors in there. But I thought her acting was really good. The super fine Benjamin Bratt was in it, and that man has aged like fine wine. And so I was always happy to see him. I just enjoy him as an actor too. And so it's nice to see. This is the second movie, I think, that is he's also in the Marvel universe as well. So it's good to see some Marvel characters. We got DC characters in another movie. So hopefully we will. Oh no, Marvel, because Zoe Kravitz was in X-Men, one of the X-Men movies. So we're getting to see them in different roles. But this DMZ is definitely interesting. I think it's some good acting. from the characters. I think the story is, while not original, I think it's an interesting take on the story, and definitely something that, you know, if you're watching it over several days, you know, you're not going to, you know, eat up a lot of time with something that's, you know, not well done. So definitely, I think I guess it's a 2 out of 3. Kind of enjoyed it, and but it's definitely a darker look at America in the future. So you might want to check out DMZ. And let's say hey to our viewers. Hey, Electric Melanin, she's in the house, and Tim Windsor. Hey, Tim, good to see you back. And our usual crew is here, like Tim says. So next, we're going to check out the sci-fi western flick Outer Range with Thanos. Let's take a peek.
I'm looking for the Abbott Ranch. We're near it.
You have 30 days to move your fences off our land. If not, you'll be fined $80,000 and we'll take you to court.
Dear God, we ask that you show us the way here, because we're in trouble. Where's the body? The body's gone. That's all there is to know.
Something's happening here. Something bigger than you and me. I'm not gonna tell anyone. This will be our little secret.
Okay. I want to go first. Boo! A super boo from PJamma. I just despise this. It was the worst I've seen this year. Not only was it time travel, which viewers know Pammy is not a fan of, but it absolutely did not make sense at all. If I'm at the end of it, still wondering, what the heck did I just watch? No bueno. No bueno on this. This is the worst of the year so far. And I love Lily, what's her name? I love all the actors in it. I mean, I really love Josh Brolin and Imogen Potts and the guy who played Wayne. I love him. You know, he's been a great character actor, and but the story was just no. Boo. Hiss. I'll let David take it away, but it's a no for me.
Well, first of all, Pam, I think you need to shoot it again because its soul is still dancing. You know, I actually thought this was that was a third quote, by the way. See, we'll tell you who I'm talking about before the show's over. I came into this with very low expectations.
Yeah, you should have.
And I actually liked it. You know, I don't.
Come on, man.
I mean, I guess between this and DMZ, I'll go. If that was a 6 out of 10, I'll say that this was maybe like a 6.5 out of 9. Can't give it a 7 of 9 since we did last week, but I'll give it a 6. I'll get it a 6.5 out of 9. We'll see what happens.
I don't know about you.
Well, we can't disagree.
Okay.
Patrick, what did you think?
I will tell you that I thought it was the best of the 3 we watched this week.
Oh my God!
By far. The
You're
pacing was perfect. The way they shot everything was it was intriguing. The slow pace worked with the large, expansive things. The storyline worked really well. It was wonderful. No. And you know, the thing is, I did laugh.
What storyline? Did you do that again? You better cut that out. No, go ahead. No, you had something to say. Go ahead.
No, I want to let you go ahead. You had something to say.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and talk your foolishness.
You know, I watched this show, and when we first started watching it, they start out with a quote about Kronos, the Greek god of time, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm gonna hate this shit. I laughed myself silly at that point, and I didn't even. And this was the first 5 minutes of the movie, the first 5 minutes of the series, and I'm just laughing myself. And it fulfilled every expectation of knowing that Pam would hate it. So I called that one early on. That was awesome. But I thought it was well done. It was. I mean, the story moved at exactly the right pace, and like I said, it was the best of the three we saw this week by far.
Give in one sentence what this movie is about, without spoiling it. What is it about? Exactly.
A rancher. It's about a rancher making discoveries.
Oh, so much more, and so difficult to grasp what it, and especially the last shot at the end. Come on, man.
The soul is still dancing. Now, to be fair, Pam, Meg hated this movie too.
Thank you.
She had a visceral reaction to the show. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it, man. I thought this makes up for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is, for me, the Mortal Kombat of the year. This one was just incomprehensible. It made me mad. It made me mad. And I stopped it and I said, I'm not watching this. I'm sick of this. And our producer was like, no, go ahead, finish it. And I have to say, I don't like to completely dog out and trash things. I try to find a redeeming quality. It's hard. But the last episode does kind of redeem somewhat the other ones because it's more clear what's happening. But you ain't need no 8 daggum episodes to sit up there and tell this stupid story either, with crazy dumb characters that don't make no sense. So it's a no for me, but if you want to watch some mess, go ahead and watch it. That's on you if you watch it. And then you can tell us what you think of the episodes and where it went. But these two, for some reason, liked it. I don't know if it was the old cowboy kind of.
Probably because it was good, I'm going to guess.
Huh?
I thought it was because it was good, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But not for me. Not for me. And I was willing to stick in, even though, like Pat said, the first 5 minutes was about the God of Time. And I was like, oh no. But I said, well, it's got Josh Brolin, it's got Lily Taylor, it's got Will, I forget his name, it's Will something. So, it's got a great cast. So, no. So that'll do it for this week. Next week, dun dun dun, we've been waiting for like a year since it was revealed. Obi-Wan Kenobi is out next week. We, of course, are going to review it. And also, we're going to review the reboot reunion of The Kids in the Hall. And we're going to try to get to it. Hopefully, I can get to it. I might venture out to the theaters to see Massive Talent. The
unbearable weight of massive talent.
The unbearable weight of massive talent. The new Nick Cage movie. So definitely check out. I guess next week is the big weekend. So Top Gun Maverick will be out next week.
I'll be in the theater seeing that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and all those other Jeremy people will be out.
Sunday mornings ain't nobody in the theaters. Going Sunday mornings. That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I think that weekend will be crowded with people seeing Top Gun.
Not even Sunday
I think
morning.
it's going to be one of the biggest movies of the year. But I want to see. I'll wait for you all to go first and see it and let me know, because sometimes that one's had a long wait, and that makes me nervous about the quality of it, because when that stuff happens, sometimes, but like Electric Melanin, I am excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and as well, Stranger Things comes out next week, and we'll review that not next week, but the week after. So definitely start getting ready to watch it so you can binge it if you want to binge all the episodes, and get ready. So, guys, any final words?
I would just urge people to know, again, as we're talking about it, we're hyping it, we're very excited. Tomorrow begins Kenobi, and we'll soon see the beginning of the rebellion. So this next 4-6 parts, whatever it is, hang on to your tights, and we're going to be ready to go.
I know David will be our all things Star Wars guru. Give us some backs information that maybe we regular viewers might not know. He might hear things through the chats. So we'll turn to David through all of the times.
Ready to
pew,
go.
Pew, pew. And Pat, what you got to say to the people?
I would say if you haven't watched the She-Hulk trailer, you want to get stoked about the coolest thing I've seen in a few minutes. Tatiana Maslany, who was amazing in Orphan Black.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Playing, and this looks like it has just the right blend of humor. I mean, it's a trailer. It's designed to suck me in, and boy, I tell you what, I got the hook. I swallowed the hook. It ain't just in the cheek; it's all the way down the gullet. It was. I'm like,
there we go.
I'm totally stoked about seeing She-Hulk.
I think that's later on this year, right? It's coming out later on.
It is. I think it's late August. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Well, we'll take a look at the trailer as well, and maybe review the trailer and see what we can glean from that next week. And the way DeMarco says that Obi-Wan is coming out on the 45th anniversary of Star Wars.
Damn, I'm old.
I mean, there was a meme going around with people lined up to the premiere of Star Wars, and it said, yeah, look at your grandparents waiting to see Star Wars. And I was like, wait a minute. But I guess some people that age are grandparents at this point. So
if you don't doctor that paternity test, yes, indeed, you could be a grandparent. Not me.
I know. So get ready for a wild summer, because we also have other things from Marvel. June is packed with great shows. The Boys is coming out. Ms. Marvel will be out. So we're going to have a good time watching stuff this summer. So definitely hang in there with us and join us with PJammalyfe. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Wrong, everybody.
See ya.